Hello, everybody. It is great to be here one more time today. And my name is Gary Fowler, and I'm the CEO, president, and founder of GSD, Get Shit Done Venture Studios, a premier AI and quantum venture studio located in the heart of Silicon Valley. And today I have an incredible guest. Martin is a CEO, co-founder of Moticheck, an employee experience monitoring software located in the beautiful city of Tallinn in Estonia. So he's a serial entrepreneur with several companies under his belt. And with that, I'd like to bring Martin on board. Hi, Martin. How are you doing today?
Hello, I'm doing fine. How are you, Gary?
Good. So, Martin, tell us a little bit about it. So, your journey, how in the world? So, are you from Estonia originally, or where are you from originally?
Yeah, I'm working in my hometown. So yeah, I'm a local boy here, and it's a blessed to live in a country of unicorns and startups. So it's a superb environment to establish new companies and ventures here.
So, tell me, how do you go from Estonian Insurance Association to Moticheck? What was that journey like? Because you were at QBE, you were in customer service, SEB Life. I mean, what was this journey like?
Well, it's as usual an unplanned planned journey. So you sort of go with the flow initially when you after graduation. So you grab opportunities and enjoy training, promotion, stuff like that, and later on you start to plan your career and yeah, actually I did 20 plus years in a financial industry in different positions. But once I get to managerial roles, I learned my own strengths and weaknesses, and also started to pay attention more to the tools that are available for me as a leader to either compensate or enhance my competencies so that I could be the best possible leader out there. And that actually led me to found the Moticheck because I couldn't really find tools that would enable a modern leader to be up to date, and especially with the employee sentiments and knowing what your people are actually experiencing in their roles, in their particular roles, in different positions and also in different locations. And I believe it's especially valid at the moment where a lot of people do hybrid work. So location is a complicated definition in today's world.
Yeah, you're right about it. I was involved in as a founder of EVA, and we went down the through same situation: sentiment analysis, remote workforce management, how do those employees relate to one another, pulse surveys, all that stuff. It's just fascinating. And as this world changes and we start to get closer together, we have opportunities all over the world. So it doesn't matter if you're in Estonia or in Nigeria. It really doesn't matter, or Los Angeles or San Francisco. So you went down through it. You went to Luminor Pensions. You were there. You were head of the Baltic product support. When did you come up with the idea? When did it hit you on the top of the head and you said, "Oh, I got to do this. I want to start Moticheck"? When did that start?
Oh, I believe there was not a specific single moment where it struck me and just hit me, but um, to be honest, I got fed up with the job I had, so I took a break, and while thinking about the experiences and what could I provide to the world based on my experience, I started to think that the tools that we were using were sort of like a modern tools, but they were not fit to the modern world anymore. They were actually dated. So I started to think how to provide a employee experience survey on a more modern manner, and especially my thoughts went to the social media, how people actually like to communicate in current world. I mean, people like brevity. They like short messages in their communication. They like to chat about everything about everything. I mean, even stuff you don't know much about, you still have a say, and much of this communication involves pushing like, dislike button, adding emotions to your short chat messages. So that's the pattern that actually people like, and the corporate survey tools were far away from that. So that's really where we saw the gap, and and started to build on that. And now we have been providing the service mostly in the Northern-Europe for it's about already 2 years, almost 2 years. I think it was a midsummer 21 when we got our MVP ready and started testing with the first customers. So the anniversary is coming up.
Time flies when you're having fun. So
Yeah.
how is business?
Business is good but tough. I mean, of course there is a competition, and competition is not especially in our vertical, but you compete for every single dollar in a customer's wallet. So that's the tough part of it. But of course, it helps if you have a novel product, completely different focus to your maybe core competitors, or someone who should consider to be a core competitor. So it helps a lot, and really to very important is to not be trapped in a sort of patterns of how business has been done so far. And the other thing, of course, is that one of our mottos is the Maya, most advanced but yet acceptable. So you have to keep the stuff also acceptable for the customers, and that relates a lot to the AI as well.
Oh, I love that, Maya. That's fantastic. So how is it? So you're in Northern Europe. What's your plan to go global?
Step by step. I mean, as a startup, you cannot just say that, oh, we are, US, be aware, we are coming. I mean, it takes a lot of money, and currently the raising capital is kind of difficult. The valuations are down, and there is not a news anymore, but it was a news 6 months ago or a bit more. So after doing accelerator with you guys in GST, we found out that we are not fit to raise the capital because of our small team and relevantly low traction. So we have to build on that. And once we get bigger in terms of revenues and also team size, then it's easier to raise and conquer the other markets. But I'm happy that we have some good leads and some pilots going on in Asia, which is generally speaking very attractive region for us. There are large employers in Asian countries, in specific Asian countries. Of course, we have to cherry pick the countries in Asia, but the large markets such as the US, Canada, UK are very attractive. Europe as well. All the HR tech that relates to listening to your employees, I would generalize in that way, is growing very fast in Central Western Europe. So that's important region for us, and in modern days, providing the service and tool in all the local languages, the localization is not that difficult anymore. So that's enabling us to actually address those markets with relevantly low cost as well. But anyway, it's as with many products, it has to be sold. The inbound sales is there, but if you want to be aggressive and be the first on the market, you have to act and go after your leads.
No, that's great. Well, it sounds like you're going after it. So you have had a lot of things going lately. So I know that this. So the continual listening. Do they have anything like GDPR that comes in, and are there any rules about listening to the employees that you have to be aware of, or how does that work?
Yeah, we have kept out of the trouble because what we do is that we collect the data from employees in a manner that where the employees are very much aware that they are providing the input. So we are not analyzing text or software usage or hardware usage. What we do is our secret source is very simple. We ask every employee a single question every day and get a quick feedback. It takes a few seconds to respond in a very social media like interface. Of course, we use Slack and Microsoft Teams and already existing communication channels. So there is not that much of GDPR issues. Of course, we have to take care that we treat the employee data correctly that is handed to us from by our customers. But I mean, it's a hygiene. It's not that complicated. What is interesting, although, is that talking about the AI part of it, in addition to the employee experience monitoring, we provide a AI-powered leadership mentor to our customers and leaders in that organization. And of course, there are some risks, potential risks where people chatting with AI, they may reveal their either identity or corporate secrets, so-called. So have to be careful, but it's not directly our risk as a company, but we of course are educating our customers as well in that sense.
Well, that's interesting. So how does that leader work? What is it, like a coach? What do you get onto a chat bot and say, I have a question, guide me? Or what is it, like the Oracle of Oracles? How does it work?
It's we have two streams where it works. First of all, although we provide a live dashboard of the employee experience screening and all the employees in a team see the same page as picture as the leader or the manager does, so they are on the same page. But still, we do monthly snapshots that we send as a report to the leaders. And on those snapshots, we already include the AI advice. So the AI is analyzing the weaknesses in that particular team, also the trends, and then advises you as a leader to draw attention to, free items and provides a very short intro where you should start in considering how to improve your team employee experience or some particular matter. There might be some cases where the sort of shortcoming is very particular and easy to spot and draw a frame around it, so it's easy to understand what it is and what you have to do.
And are these human-like conversations, Martin, when they talk to the chatbot, right?
Yeah, and the other thing is the chatbot. When you are using the live dashboard and you see that, for example, there is an indication that mental health in your team is on decline. So you start to scratch your head. What the heck? I'm a sales manager. I'm not a doctor. So you can see all the different questions that have been asked from your team in that particular category, but still there might be issues that you see it. Okay, there is a problem with attention, maybe a toxic environment, but it's not something internal. The influence comes outside of the company. It's external issue. So what it is, how should I approach it? It might be sensitive. So you can ask Aidan. Aidan is our, we have given a name to the AI, so we call it.
What is it a name, Martin? What is it again?
Aidan.
ADAN?
Yeah, ADN. So you can ask Aidan advice, and then it operates as a chatbot. It provides, the analysis. Although you should out a very simple question, maybe for example, that how should I improve? I don't know for example, cooperation in between my teammates. But of course, the AI analyzes a lot more data that concerns your team. What is your employee sentiment regarding the leadership? I mean, physical environment, engagement, compensation, remuneration, things like that, it goes through a lot of data, and then it praises you for doing this and that, brings out your strengths, and then goes to the weaknesses and underlines, and it might bring out curious things that you have maybe missed, that that in this particular category there are a lot of good comments written by your employees, but there are especially two of them that are either negative or very positive, that are written in Swedish, for example, or in Russian. So it draws your attention to the variation that might provide you some insight where this problem or the strength comes from. And of course you can go into the chat dialogue with a person just chatting you on the other side of the screen. So ask an action plan, ask additional resources, a book which is good read to educate yourself, or how do I do a one-to-one meeting with my employee with that kind of sensitive subject?
Now, is this ChatGPT, Martin, that you're using?
Sorry?
Are you using ChatGPT for this, or what are you using?
Yeah,
What's the engine?
ChatGPT is the engine behind it, and yeah, we load it with a lot of data to get the response, and the response is giving in whatever language the manager or the user is currently using. So localization, as I said, is easy in today's world, so it's very convenient to use. And just talking about the AI, our aim is not to take away the job from mentors and coaches and humans. The thing is that usually mentorship is affordable to very top managers and big corporates, and usually this help for them also is not available when they need it. It's just generally there, but once you need it, it's not just a click away. But what we can provide is to enable the advice to all leaders and managers, no matter on what level they are, on entry level as well. And it's just a click away. So once you have an issue, you can talk to it and basically take it as a sparring partner, for example.
That's fantastic. And you were talked about that you're I thought about raising money. Are you going to be raising money anytime in the near term, and how much?
Yeah, we are looking at capital increase as well, because it enables you to realize your go-to-market strategy faster. So yeah, we are looking at raising less than $1 million at the moment. It really depends on where the money comes from, because as they say, smart money is the most valuable money. So there are some markets which have a bit higher entry level, I would say, but looking at our valuation and team size and things that we discussed, we are limiting ourselves to 1 million, because I think the higher amount would be challenging for the future partners to have a successful follow-up rounds.
Yeah, so you're raising $1 million. That's great. So this is a great company. Martin's got a great company. Has done a lot with Moticheck over the last couple of years. He's got traction and is currently in Northern-Europe, but going global. That's fantastic. So Martin, what's the future look like? Tell us about the future for Moticheck. What do you see over the next 3 years?
Well, I mean, the AI is just fascinating. I mean, it changes so much from the customer perspective, but also from the company perspective. For example, just developers who used to write the code as the work used to be very practical, but now it becomes much more, I would say, emotional, because what you tell along the code, you're writing a code, but in addition, you write a prompt for the AI to be more specific or more friendly. For example, be try to keep it short in Finnish, for example, or in Russian language. So you sort of train like a puppy or a children. So it's interesting. It brings in completely another dimension. But looking from a customer perspective, I mean, there's a lot of ground to be covered in terms where the AI can be practical, and what I see is really two challenges that we have to face. First of all, people like to play with AI. All the nice pictures with the Pope in a white coat is, it's fun to play around, but is it really practical? And then on the other end of the scale, there are people who are afraid that, the AI will take away their job, their wife, their children, their life, basically. So, and stop developing the AI and discussions like that. So we have to face the reality and understand that people are to some extent afraid of the AI, but on the other hand, it provides enormous possibilities in analyzing data super fast to really change sort of the way we provide the services that currently are performed by humans, and to enable them into in cases that is so far has been unavailable. Basically, it's too costly. So what we are looking is also how we can, for example, support every single employee in an organization. Maybe analyze the responses that they have given to support their career development or learning and development curve, stuff like that. So there is plenty of possibilities out there.
No, it's fantastic. Well, listen, we're coming up to the top of the show. Let's talk about closing thoughts and how do people get a hold of you?
Closing thoughts. I think two things. I really urge people to first play around with AI, and then think how you can implement AI into your practical work on everyday work. Just small steps. For example, if you are not native English speaker, then let ChatGPT to improve your email responses and stuff like that. You just get used to it, and it will not bite you. It will not hurt you. And the other thing is that I think that in coming years we are very, very close to improving our efficiency a lot, and also the way we work. And the AI won't take away our work, but probably the people who use AI will take if we are not using it ourselves. So that's something to be aware of. And of course, you ask how people can get hold of us. So moticheck.com is our web address. I'm active in LinkedIn as well, so feel free to reach out to me, and I will be happy to chat. Demo our company, demo our product, and network with like-minded people.
Sounds great, Martin. Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule to join us today. It's really appreciated. And to all the audience out there, thank you for joining one more time. GSD presents Silicon Valley AI and Tech. My name is Gary Fowler, and I'm your host. Stay happy, stay safe, and stay healthy. We'll be back again for another exciting edition on Thursday. Take care, everybody. Check out Moticheck. It's a heck of a company. They're doing helping employees to have a better life, have employees to be better integrated in their companies, and to explore the possibilities. So thanks again, Martin. Thanks, everybody. And we'll see you again soon. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.